MYOB is made up of 10 scenarios which cover all of the Oklahoma financial literacy standards. In this video, we will give a brief overview of each scenario. The first scenario, Simple Saver, acts as a tutorial by walking the students through the interface and game mechanics. Students learn the basics of balancing a budget, taxes, and the threat of identity theft. Students must complete this scenario before they can play any others. Once it is complete, all of the other scenarios are unlocked. The second scenario, College Coed, places the student in college where they have to live off a small part-time salary and a once-a-semester scholarship. This challenges them with an irregular income. The scenario also introduces the ability to access a credit card and discusses the pros and cons of credit. Next is College Grad, which forces the student to deal with student loan debt. The concept of insurance is also introduced. The student is given the opportunity to get renter's insurance to protect them against theft. Credit Crunch finds the student with a large amount of credit card debt. They must deal with interest payments and credit card fees while attempting to pay off their debt. Medical insurance and investment options also appear for the first time in this scenario. The next scenario, Freelancing Fun, explores the challenges of self-employment. The student will pay down a small business loan and deal with irregular income, all while still trying to save a little money. The student will also discover the dangers of not having medical insurance. Home Suite introduces the student to the responsibilities of home ownership. This scenario combines lessons learned in the previous scenario with the new responsibility of home ownership. This includes mortgage payments, payments for city services and utilities, and the occasional maintenance emergency. In private practice, the student learns about the financial challenges of a medical professional, limited time, high student loans, and overhead for expenses like insurance. This is the game's most challenging scenario and requires that the student manage their money perfectly while dealing with very limited time resources. Money Mogul is all about the student maximizing what they can get out of their money. In this scenario, the paycheck is high, but so are the goals. Even with a salary of $10,000 a month, building up 250 comfort points can be a challenge. Money Mogul also challenges the student with handling investment fraud. In Fresh Start, the student is exposed to the effects of bankruptcy. Students must navigate through the scenario with bad credit and the additional burden of bankruptcy fees to add to their budget. The final scenario, Retirement, covers retirement and requires a student to survive on their Social Security check and a fixed income from their 401k. With a limited income, the student must focus on long-term planning to ensure that their retirement fund doesn't run out. Though the scenarios may be played in any order after the first one is completed, they are best played sequentially, with each building on the information taught in the last. Once a student has successfully completed all 10 scenarios, they will have covered all of the information required in the standards. In the next video, we will discuss the educational material that accompanies MYOB and some ways to incorporate MYOB into your class.